That's Based with Caleb Salvatore is a comedic informative production, meaning it covers serious topics in a humorous manner. Some of the opinions expressed are satirical hyperbole, some are not. Some of the content may not be suitable for all listeners. If you're easily offended, tune out now. We don't want pussy bleeding little bitches consuming our content. I have dementia and pooped my pants while visiting the Pope.
Welcome to That's Based. It's the Monday morning unsolicited advice segment. I am your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore. We're laughing our way through the end of days. We're brought to you by Outlaw Streamers and the official sponsor of That's Based over at Beach House Bar and Grill in Omaha, Nebraska, just north of 103rd and 4th Street. We did our show there on Saturday, and we still packed the house. Wasn't it great, Mia? Wasn't it great? We still managed to pack the house, even though I half-assed promoting it the entire time.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good show.
I didn't half-ass promoting it, but I did I did fall behind on it because I had so much other shit. It was tax season. We filed our taxes today. Which means I filed our taxes today while Mia sat there and played Sims or whatever the hell it was she was doing. All I know is she's sitting over there on the what is that couch called? What's the name for it? It's not a full-size couch.
Love seat.
So she's sitting on the love seat, and I'm sitting there on the couch on my laptop with just stacks of papers, pulling my hair out. Because, of course, I waited till the last day, and I have all these business receipts, and I'm trying to file for 2 different LLCs, her income. Like, it's insane. And so I'm ready to pull my hair out this entire time. And she's just sitting there, has no idea what's going on. It's like I'll be driving, and it's just complete. Like I'm trying to merge through 5 lanes of rush hour traffic, and she's sitting there, passenger seat princess on her phone, has no idea the hell and just the horrors of war that I've seen that I shield her from, including some of your comments on this show. Yeah,
that's your job. You're supposed to protect me from things, right?
Like taxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, worst tax year ever. It's the TikTok crap you're seeing is 100% true. I don't know what I don't have the numbers in front of me and then the bills they've passed and everything, but man, they have really raked us over the coals this year, and I know it's not just us. All right. Here we go. This is the Monday morning unsolicited advice segment where we're, beachhouse-omaha.com. I don't know how I got that carried away. Beachhouse-omaha.com for all their dates. They got tickets available online and at the door. My show, May 4th. The roast battles will be there Saturday, May 4th, 9 p.m. Doors open, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, that's a Beach House in Omaha, Nebraska, just north of 103rd and 4th Street. They got great food. They got cheap drinks. It is an awesome time. Great vibes, great people. Of course, they're great people if they sponsor us here. And all my shit talking and the horrific things I say on the ads, they continue to let us be the official show. We need to hang up posters in like the bathrooms for the show. We shouldn't we? Like hang up posters in the bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
We should print them out. That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, it says like, I'll talk to Julie on Thursday. Okay. All right, here we go. This is the unsolicited advice segment where Mia scours the internet for a couple of minutes. That's what she was doing while I was doing our taxes, probably. And she'll find different stories from folks who are a little desperate online trying to get some help. Either they don't have a family and friends support system, or they've already expired, or they've used that up. They've used it up. This is the final bullet they have left in their chamber, and they're resorting to Facebook, Reddit, and places like that. Now, remember, this isn't a political show, or this isn't a political segment, but the shows we do on Wednesday and Saturday are. And, well, if you don't like it, it is what it is. You guys probably know where I stand on most things. All right, here we go. Do you have any comments, Mia, before the red face of white supremacy co-host with us as usual, as always on the Monday shows? Do you have anything to lead off with before we start getting into these?
I don't think so.
I'm drinking this poppy soda that we got.
Which flavor?
The root beer. Because it's like soda with none of the crap. Like, I looked at the ingredients, and it's actually, there's no seed oils, there's no aspartame, there's no garbage in there, which is why this tastes so bad. That's why this tastes like absolute shit. Because I
like it.
I'll have like one soda a month, but I wanted something that tasted better than water and wasn't Gatorade, because Gatorade's got a bunch of crap in it. I don't know. This is, I don't know, not my favorite, but we spent $20 on a 25 pack, so you bet your ass we're going to drink it. Okay. All right, here we go. This is Am I the Asshole? Here we go. Am I by Lazy13142. We're already off to a great start. Am I the asshole for doing something that made my wife insecure, resulting in her slapping me in the face? All right, well, I want to preface this by saying that domestic violence is not okay. Whether you're a woman or a man, it's not okay to hit your spouse unless they forgot to do the dishes last night. Then it's acceptable. So we'll see what that is. It says, my wife gave birth to our daughter 6 months ago, and since then she has been insecure about everything. She is smaller now than she was before she got pregnant, but it's nearly a daily occurrence that she's calling herself fat. Because of this, she has developed an incredibly irritating habit of putting her shirt over her mouth constantly. What? Oh, she's... You hardly ever catch her with her shirt on normal. She's basically trying to hold her incredibly small double chin, or hide her incredibly small double chin. I've told her over several times to keep her shirt away from her mouth when she's speaking to me. I need to see people's mouths to hear them properly. That's fair. My hearing is perfect, but I have sensory issues, so if I can't physically see you mouthing words, that means he's retarded, is what that means. If I can't see you mouthing words, my head cannot comprehend what you're saying to me, as I stated. Yes, that is what that means.
I'm kind of retarded.
So if I ask her a question and she responds with her shirt over her face, I cannot understand a single fucking thing she says, and it's beyond infuriating because I have to ask her to repeat herself 3+ times. So I started telling her to get her shirt off her face when she's talking to me because I'm sick of this repeated cycle. I understand she's insecure, but I can't fucking hear you. Is this the guy that was writing about the dogs? Remember from the Saturday show, the guy that was upset about dogs?
Oh, yeah.
You politically correct piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. For the past 2 weeks, it really amped up. She's buying XXL shirts and wears them always, to a point where she's even covering the lower third of her face when we have sex, as well as pulling the shirt down to cover her stomach. Well, 3 nights ago, we were intimate, and I tried pulling the shirt away from her face, and she kept pushing my hand away. I tried again a third time, and she pushed me off her and said, stop fucking touching my shirt. We went to sleep on the couch. And then today I was running late for work. The power went out at some point and my phone died, so I didn't wake up to an alarm. I tried to tush around in my work shit to get... What? That's a typo. Together, and I asked my wife where my keys are. She grumbles a response. I yelled and said, how about you take the fucking shirt out of your mouth or don't speak to me at all, and physically pulled the shirt away from her mouth. She immediately backhanded me across the face, quite possibly as hard as she could, and screamed directly in my face and said, I said don't fucking touch my shirt. Find your own fucking keys, asshole. I leave, flabbergasted. Texted her all day. That's your first mistake. Never text all day. At this point, if you're at a point where you're having to text, like, I hate to reduce it to this, but if you're at a point where you're having to text, like apologies, especially to someone you live with, this is a chess game. This is Art of War. The rules no longer apply. So you are trying to outwit this person. Starting from me saying, I can't believe she hit me, to eventually me apologizing hours later. See, this is your problem, is you are a simp. She hit you, and you apologize. You are no better than the battered women. This is the last time he's going to do it. This is the last time. She hit you. There's no excuse for her to hit you. You didn't hit her. Could you have been a little bit nicer about it? Sure. But this was an issue that neither of you chose to resolve, and it just boiled over, and you snapped at her, and you were wrong for cussing at her. Sure. But she was way more wrong for hitting you. What are you showing me?
There's a comment.
Oh, okay. Well, we're almost done here. When I got home, all of her important stuff and the baby stuff are gone. A letter on the counter said she had gone to her mother's. Now I talked to my buddy about it, and he said he's 50-50. He's also good friends with my wife. Well, that's red flag there. I wonder if she takes the shirt off when she's having sex with his buddy. And says that while she shouldn't have hit me, he probably would have done the same thing because I purposely provoked her insecurities. Am I the asshole? No, your buddy's a moron, too. Your buddy is an emotional basket case, too. There's never an excuse to hit your significant other. I know we joked about the dishes or whatever, and there's that Daniel Tosh joke about if she forgets to record the game in HD, it's hilarious. But so there's never an excuse to hit your spouse. It says, Update, she's in therapy and has been for a month. Therapy won't fix the fact she thinks she's fat. She had he said dysphoria. That's not what it's called. It's dysmorphia. Prior to even becoming pregnant, and now it's just amped up. She also has sensory issues, just like I do. But hers is in regard to people touching her face/hair. Oh, so it's just a retard couple. Hence why she backhanded me. But I must have hurt with the retard strength. But I'm tired of never being able to hear what she says. What's the comment say before we break this down?
Let me get to it. He says, I'm positive she would never harm our child. I seem to be the only person she has
your child touches her mouth. Then it's fucking Casey
I seem
Anthony.
to be the only person she has a problem with since giving birth. All because I had a moment of self-loathing some months back. She told me she thought she had postpartum depression and said she needed help, which I told her I would help her get help. Help her get help. The next day, I got on video games after work, and apparently that was the wrong thing to do because she started bitching that I should.
So you mean his name Lazy13142 is in line with his actual behavior? Listen, dude, I don't have a problem with people playing video games. I know there's that stigma. Oh, you're a grown man. Don't play. I play Xbox too. It's the way I decompress, right? I do a lot of shit. It's how I decompress. I get that. But I make sure my responsibilities are done first. Especially with your kids should be prioritized over Call of Duty. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
The next day I got on video games after work, and apparently that was the wrong thing to do because she started bitching that I should be helping with the baby instead of playing games. I didn't realize she needed help. But I snapped and stupidly said, no one asked me how I was mentally after you gave birth. No one helped me.
Which is a fair point because oftentimes, and I'm not saying that he's right for any of this shit, but oftentimes when traumatic things happen, the man's emotions are overlooked by everyone. And that's natural because women are naturally more emotional creatures. So people are always wanting to check to make sure the woman's okay, but very rarely do they check in on the guy. But anyway, continue.
It was dumb. I apologized. I was having a rough day. But anyways, she's basically hated me since. Doesn't speak to me unless I ask her a question. Doesn't ask me for help. Nothing. Nothing other than her screaming at me to stop touching her shirt. Yeah.
Can we talk about how screwed this kid is? This kid might as well go out in the wilderness and get raised by wolves at this point. I mean, this kid stands virtually no chance at growing up normal. None. Both your parents, your mom's a psycho and your dad's a lazy piece of shit that doesn't take care of you. Good luck. Best of luck growing up. Yeah, everyone in this story sucks. I figured he was withholding things from his side of the story, and that comment kind of confirmed that. Again, it's not acceptable to hit your spouse. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you don't put hands on your significant other. It doesn't matter what the content. I guess the only exception is if you or your children are in immediate danger. Then yes, give them a good pop in the nose. Other than that, no. There's not an excuse. And she crossed a line. So you're both kind of suck here. You should probably, the shirt thing. Okay, we'll put it this way. How about this? This is an issue that needed to be addressed, right? The shirt thing. It should be addressed. It's not normal for your wife to talk like a toddler teething on her shirt 24/7. That's a problem. That's something that needs to be addressed. She's a grown woman. It's also not normal I shouldn't say not normal, but it's also something that needs to be addressed that she won't take her shirt off during sex because she's obviously very insecure. There are ways to go about doing that, but let me tell you, when you're balls deep inside of her, that is not the time to address either of those concerns. I know they talk about like pillow talk and stuff. You don't address problems in your marriage in the middle of sex. That's not a good time to talk about that because it will immediately kill the mode. And you already got hormones and emotions going left and right. It's over at that point. Are you looking at other comments or what's going on?
He said, IDK man, I ripped the shirt down while yelling at her face. I've gone over it multiple times in my head. I was rough.
Which is wrong. But he didn't hit her. And that doesn't give her the right to hit him. Fucking roast me in the comments. I don't care. All right, next up. It's from Dual Technology 2506 on Reddit. Am I the asshole for telling everyone in the home that I will plate food from now on and clear labeling for leftovers? I have 3 people in the home right now. My daughter is going to college, my son and his wife that are staying to save money. Oh, I've seen this story. They're staying there to save money for the next 7 years. They pop out 2 babies in the meantime. He develops a drinking problem, gains about 150 pounds. I've seen this movie play out 100 times. I know how this goes. Staying to save money. Yeah, okay. You pay their phone bill too? Said the issue is with my son and his wife. Could have told you. They eat so much. Could have told you. They eat so much, and frankly, it is a concerning amount. What I usually do before they moved in was make a meal, everyone eats, and then pack up leftovers in the fridge. The food is gone by the time I even try to get seconds. Sometimes I make food and my daughter ain't home. As someone in the South, I love it. And it's all gone. I make big meals that can easily feed 4 to 6 people with leftovers sometimes. Costco family called it. For example, I made a pound of spaghetti with meat sauce. I didn't even get any. I didn't grab any and was going to eat after I finished some chores. My daughter wasn't home, and those 2 ate a whole pound of spaghetti. I mean,
you fat piece of shit.
Is he just going to go down like the list of what they eat? I didn't grab any and was going to eat after. Okay. I had a 2-layer cake. Almost all of it was there, and I went to work. It was gone when I got home. That was less than 8 hours. My daughter is very frustrated since there's never any cooked food. Yeah, I would be too. I have made double batches, and that gives leftovers, but they don't last. Imagine how fat these people... Are you picturing... Like, these are the people that have to ride around in the Rascals at Walmart, and they're the reason that actual, like, 93-year-old men on a walker can't get one because some fat piece of shit can't control what's going down his pie hole. The next day, the leftovers are gone. It is hurting my wallet, and I am over it. Yeah. I don't want to charge for groceries since that won't solve the issue with leftover. Your adult son, or excuse me, your adult son and his wife they're married. They're living with you, I'm assuming rent-free. And they're not even pitched to save money. And they're not even pitching in for groceries. You.
Well, so I was reading the comments on this, and they said that if they ask them to pitch in for groceries, then they feel like they're going to say something like, oh, well, we're paying for groceries, so like you shouldn't like have to plate the food. Like we should be able to eat as much as we want. Which no,
you're paying your fair share. You're a grown adult. You have full-time jobs, I'm assuming. You work. Get the fuck out of my house if you have a problem with it. I'm sure their basement must just be filth. I don't want to charge for groceries since that won't solve the issue with leftovers or if they eat everything before anyone has the chance to eat. Yeah. So it says, so I sat everyone down and told them I will be plating everyone's food. The leftovers will be split evenly and labeled clearly. This is called communism. And it doesn't work ever. If anyone is still hungry, then they can buy more food to eat. I implemented today. My daughter and I loved it since we could eat and have leftovers. They hated it and are still hungry. This started an argument, and they think I am a huge jerk. Who's the asshole? Well, so here's the problem. This is a monster that you have created. A big, fat blob of a monster that found another big, fat blob of a monster that decided she wanted to have sex with it for the rest of its life. And you've created it. And now you have to lay in your big, fat, greasy bed that you've made for yourself. This is the obese, deep-fried hole you've dug. Now you got to dig yourself out of it. It's going to be tough. I feel your daughter's the only true victim here because she didn't ask for any of this.
They ate a pound of spaghetti and a full cake.
That makes me feel disgusting, just hearing that. Like, I feel a double chin growing in just hearing that. That's disgusting. Ugh. If anyone is hungry, then they can buy more food to eat. You know, this is very symbolic here. Because all the talk about, like, welfare and everything going on, this is how it works. He implements a rule that says, hey, you get what we give you. You don't get to take more than you bring to the table. And him and his daughter, the two that are contributing to everything, are all for it. And then the two that are leeching off the system are the ones that have a problem with it. Crazy how that works. Isn't that weird? No, you're not the asshole here. Your fat son and his equally fat, I'm assuming, wife are the real problem here. But again, this is a monster that you've created because I'm assuming you've babied this kid his entire life. Yeah, no shit. All right, what do we got? Relationship advice. Charlie, MBTA. Oh, boy. I don't even know what the hell this is. Okay. My girlfriend won't stop calling me my little pee-pee. How do I explain that I don't like it? Me, 25 male, and my girlfriend, 23 female, have been dating for 6 months now. My girlfriend has had some trouble coming up with pet name. Why do you need to come up with pet names? She's had some trouble. Why? I call her my little inchworm because she's always inching over on my side of the bed. About 2 weeks ago, I was taking my meds before bed, and she started saying, are they living together?
After 6 months.
About 2 weeks ago, I was taking my meds before bed, and she started saying how I am a pill popper, her little pee-pee for short. But it sounds exactly like pee-pee. Well, yeah, that's the letters. Now she says it all the time because she thinks it's cute. What do I do? I hate being called little pee-pee. Can't blame you there, man. I would too. How do I explain it better? How do I get her to call me something else? I have already told her I don't like it. Too long, don't read. I hate the nickname my girlfriend gave me. Oh, man. Well, the first step to avoiding this would have been not moving in 6 months into dating. That would have been step one. But that didn't happen. So here we are. You need to talk to her. And this is the problem. This is why people don't move in with each other in a matter of months, is because they're not comfortable enough with each other to have these types of conversations yet. So yeah, you're still in the honeymoon phase and you don't want to break her heart. If Mia called me something I didn't like, immediately I'm shutting that shit down. Immediately I'm shutting that down. Because we have the confidence and the comfort around each other that we can shut that shit down immediately.
You don't want me to call you my pee-pee?
No, I mean, you pop more pills than me because you're epilepsy medicine. So, I mean, like when we first started living together, I called her a bloodthirsty savage. And she finally told me after like the first month, you need to stop calling me that. That's not cool. I'm not a fan of it. And then I told her to stop calling me greasy loudmouth Dago. It took a little bit of time, but we were comfortable enough with each other that we knew. And we shut it down. So this involves you, I'm assuming, haven't even had this conversation with her yet. That's how I know these two are going to fail. Because he went to the internet. And that's how I know they're immature and they're young and they're inexperienced. Because before he didn't even bring it up to her. I'm sure if he brought it up to her and she got upset, that would be in there. He didn't even bring it up. What do? You talk to her. Hey, I don't like this. And if she is hostile to that at all, bye-bye. Get the fuck out of my house. Or you get out of her house or whatever the deal is. Bye-bye. That's how it works. It's not that difficult. Hey, I really don't like that you call me this nickname. Can you stop? If the answer is anything other than I'm sorry, no problem, I won't do it again, you dodged a bullet. Doesn't matter what she's calling you. You don't like it. Just tell her to stop. But both of you are, they've got to be autistic, right? Look at my little inchworm. How weird are you? I'm going to look at this guy's account here. See what else he's got.
It's going to be like, should I move in with my significant other after 1 month?
It's all video game shit. He's got a gun on here. Yeah, he's got a SIG. I carry a SIG. That's cool. The rest of it's all video game stuff. So, yeah, I'm assuming he's kind of weird. Kind of a weird guy. But nonetheless, also just stop calling each other that. Why do people do that? Why do you need to have a pet name? Maybe
just call each other by their name.
Why do you need to have a pet name? Right? Like, why is that necessary? My little inchworm. I mean, that's cringy, but it's fine.
It's better than my little tapeworm.
Yeah, that's also true. My little heartworm. There you go. My little... I mean, she should have known immediately. That's almost what makes me wonder here. Is she hinting at something? Because you have to know when you say the words "my little pee-pee," when that comes out of your mouth, you have to know immediately what someone's thinking, right?
Or maybe she's testing him to see his limits.
Tomorrow, yeah, and then the next day she's like, "My little retard." My little butt-sniffing imbecile. It just gets progressively worse every week. Oh, man. This is... My little, if Hitler's final solution were about you, I would have supported it. Just gets worse and worse. I mean, but she had to have known when she said pee-pee, unless she really is that much of an idiot. That's the only thing I can think of here. Like, I used to have a... long time ago, I had a boss with the initials were DP, and he would sign every email DP, double penetration. And I just remember thinking, like, dude, how do you not know what that means? Or maybe you do and you're disarming people. So there are people out there that just have that little of self-awareness there. Such a lack right there. But yeah, I don't know. You talk to her like an adult. That's what you do. How do I explain it better? Hey, I don't like this nickname you gave me. I wish there were a more complex answer I could give you. But that it's literally that straightforward and that basic is all. Do you have anything to add?
Mm-mm. Did it say how old they were? Or they
25 and 23.
I thought they were younger. They sound like they're
immature
younger.
as hell, obviously. So, all right. Well, that's been our show. Shout out. Go buy our wine. Pull up the wine real quick. DrinkBloodOfTyrants.com. Promo code BASED. BASED. Like the title of the show. Going to save you 10% off either their red Merlot wine, their white Tears of Tyrants wine, or the Liquid Freedom energy drink. The energy drink, by the way, comes with 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 fucks given. All the positives of coffee and energy drinks with none of the negative, nasty side effects that we all hate so much. Again, that's drinkbloodofTyrants.com. Promo code BASED, BASED. Like the title of the show, it's going to save you 10% off your order at the checkout. You can buy it by the case, too. Why? Go get a case of 12. You save 30% if you do that. And then you use the promo code BASED. Do your thing. I think we're on the website, too. I'm not sure. Let me go pull it up. I haven't even seen it yet. We're on like the affiliate website. I don't know. Anyway. DrinkBloodOfTyrants.com. Promo code BASED. Like the title of the show at the checkout. It's going to save you 10% off your order. That's been our show. Do you have anything you want to add before we peace out, Mia?
No.
No.
I think that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's been our show. We will see you guys on Wednesday for the midweek check-in. It'll probably just be me, but that's cool. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse. And as always, stay based.